Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most beautifully crafted, emotionally charged moments in modern Thai drama. We're talking about Just You, episode 14, and the scene that has everyone talking, the long-awaited confession and kiss between Pim and Fawn. So grab your tissues, get comfortable, and let's break down why this moment was so much more than just a kiss. From the very beginning of the series, the dynamic between Pim and Fawn has been a masterclass in subtlety and tension. They were assigned as partners for a university project, but from their first meeting, it was clear that their connection was destined to be something far more profound. The series has brilliantly shown us their contrasting personalities. Fawn is the embodiment of calm and restraint. She's polite, she's cautious, and she's acutely aware of how the world perceives her. She moves through life with a quiet grace, but underneath that poised exterior, we've seen glimpses of a heart full of longing and uncertainty. Then we have Pim. Pim is pure, unfiltered sunshine. She's spontaneous, a little bit reckless, and wonderfully loud about everything she feels. Well, almost everything. The one thing she couldn't bring herself to say out loud was the most important truth of all. She was falling, deeply and irrevocably, in love with Fawn. The writers have done an incredible job of building this silent love story. It wasn't through grand declarations or dramatic gestures. It was in the small things. The stolen glances across the classroom, the lingering looks in the editing room, the way they'd find excuses to be near each other. Every time their hands accidentally brushed while reaching for a coffee cup, the air would crackle with unspoken electricity. It was a storm gathering on the horizon, and we, the viewers, have been waiting for it to break. The tension reached a fever pitch with the re-emergence of Fawn's ex-boyfriend. This narrative choice was brilliant because it wasn't just about creating a simple love triangle. It was about externalizing Fawn's internal conflict and amplifying Pim's deepest insecurities. For Fawn, her ex represented a life that was familiar, a path that was expected of her. It brought all her old fears about conformity and acceptance bubbling to the surface. For Pim, his presence was a painful reminder of the space between them. She felt like she was losing Fawn, even though, in her mind, she never truly had her to begin with. This is a feeling so many of us can relate to, that agonizing feeling of loving someone from afar, terrified that you'll lose them before you ever get the chance to tell them how you feel. And that brings us to the pivotal scene. The heavy drizzle of a Bangkok evening sets the stage perfectly. Rain in film is often a symbol of emotional release, of cleansing, of a turning point, and this scene is all of that and more. Pim and Fawn are alone, working late to finish their presentation. The only light comes from a desk lamp, creating an intimate, almost sacred space around them. The atmosphere is thick with everything they haven't said for weeks. The silence isn't empty. It's filled with tension, with questions, with a palpable sense of longing. Fawn is the one to finally break the silence, but her question is layered with vulnerability. She looks at Pim, her eyes reflecting the flickering lamplight, and asks, her voice trembling, "Why do you care so much?" It's not an accusation. It's a plea. She's asking Pim to give voice to the truth that they've both been avoiding, the truth that's been hanging between them for so long. She needs to hear it. Perhaps to convince herself that what she's feeling is real. And Pim, bless her heart, finally lets go of her fear. She takes a step closer, closing the physical and emotional distance between them. Her confession is simple, honest, and devastatingly powerful. "Because I can't stop," she says. "Because when I look at you, nothing else makes sense." In that one line, Pim lays her entire heart bare. She's not just saying "I love you." She's saying "You are my clarity in a world of confusion. You are the center of my universe." It's a confession that's raw, unfiltered, and completely overwhelming in its sincerity. As she speaks these words, the rain outside begins to fall harder, mirroring the emotional storm that has finally broken inside that room. You can see the conflict on Fawn's face. For a moment, she hesitates. This is the precipice. She can step back into the safety of silence, or she can leap into the terrifying, beautiful unknown with Pim. And then, she makes her choice. Instead of speaking, she acts. She reaches out, her hand finding Pim, and pulls her closer. The kiss that follows is one of the most authentic and tender portrayals of a first kiss I have ever seen on screen. It doesn't start with a fiery passion. It begins hesitantly, softly, almost like a question. It's a kiss of discovery, of two people finally allowing themselves to feel what they've been suppressing for so long. You can feel the years of unspoken emotion, the weeks of tension, the silent pining, all culminating in this one moment. As the kiss deepens, it grows in certainty and confidence. It's a confirmation. It's an answer. It's a promise. The cinematography here is just exquisite. The camera lingers on their faces, not shying away from the raw emotion. We see tears mixing with the rain on their cheeks, tears of relief, of joy, of letting go of fear. It's a visual representation of two souls finally choosing love over fear, choosing authenticity over expectation. This isn't just about romance. It's about acceptance. It's about the quiet, slow, and often difficult journey of coming to terms with who you are and who you love, and realizing that your love doesn't need to fit into anyone else's box. It just needs to be true. After the kiss, Fawn whispers, "It wasn't easy to get here, but I'm glad we did." This line is the emotional anchor of the entire episode. It acknowledges the struggle, the internal battles they both fought to arrive at this moment. Love isn't always easy. Sometimes it's a difficult, messy, and frightening journey. But as Fawn's words and the gentle smile on Pim's face show us, it is always, always worth it. As Pim holds her tighter, the rain seems to wash away every last doubt, every secret that kept them apart. The power of this scene lies in its quiet intimacy. The creators resisted the urge to make it loud or overly dramatic. It feels real. It feels earned. It's delicate and profound, like two hearts making a quiet promise to each other to stay, to be brave together. The swelling, hopeful music that closes the episode leaves us not on a cliffhanger of drama, but with a feeling of profound peace and optimism. The message is clear and resonant. Sometimes the greatest love stories aren't about finding the perfect person. They are about finding the courage within yourself to love the person who is right in front of you, openly and without reservation. It's about becoming brave enough to let your heart lead the way. Pim and Fawn's journey reminds us that love is a choice you make every day, and it's the bravest choice of all. This episode was a beautiful testament to that truth, and I, for one, cannot wait to see where their journey takes them next. What did you all think of this scene? Did it hit you in the feels as hard as it hit me? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what this moment meant to you. Thank you so much for watching and for sharing this space with me. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. It really helps the channel grow. Until next time, take care.